Oh, you fucker. Alright, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you would have realized a little while ago I tried to install rough country adjustable track bar in the rear of my Jeep, and the only problem is that with the Banks Monster exhaust, the bend in the elbow and the larger exhaust, the rough country track bar wasn't going to fit without modifications either to the track bar or the exhaust, so I decided not to go that route. Instead, now I got some energy bushings, so we're going to pull the old track bar out, push the old bushings in, and put these energy bushings in. So let's get the fuck to work and do this again. First thing we need to do is remove the upper track bar bolt. Already broke it free. Alright, now to remove the other bolts. That sucker just came off. Now that both bolts are removed, hopefully let's go back at the front, pop it in place. Slide that baby out. Now comes the fun part. We need to get the old bushings out, and you can tell they're all cracked up and shit. And one side's got a bevel, and one side doesn't. So obviously we got to push from the top down, because you're not going to push that flange piece through. So I got a bushing set up right there, and we're going to try to use the ball joint press. Let's get that set up and see what happens. Alright, let's see what's going to happen. Fucking right. So I'm talking about one bushing is out. Alright, now we're going to assemble this, and it comes with its special grease. Grease up the fucking pin. There we are. Do the same to the other side. We'll stick this baby back in. Now I want to point this out, and this is pretty important. Now that we got the new bushings put in, this was the original bolt. See how much play we got in there? This is the original bushing. In there's a little bit of play. However, this bolt won't fit. But that bolt is a perfect fit in there. No movement. And movement in a track bar will cause a death wobble. So keep that in mind. You might have to buy some extra bolts, but let's start putting this back in. I always like to start by getting the top one in loosely, because that bottom one down there can be a little bitch at times. But if you have this one lined up pretty good at first, the other one should just go right in. So what you're going to notice is going to make this a little bit easier. Once you remove your old rubber bushings and put these energy bushings in, they don't flex like rubber. They're really fucking hard. So lining them up is going to be a little bit difficult. So what I did, they're close, is I ground down the edge of the bolt to a point. And then I used a line-up bar to kind of push the track bar over as far as I could, leaving the opposite end loose. And then I used my impact gun, and I drove her forward, and it pushed it through and got everything aligned. And then I put my nut on it afterwards. But keep that in mind. Grind down the end a little bit so you can fish it in, because the holes aren't going to line up perfectly. They're going to be they're going to be about a cunt hair off, let's just say. That one's done up. You can see the other one down there. And you can see how close the track bar comes to the exhaust. This is the stock one with that rough country 4-inch suspension lift, and with the rough country adjustable track bar. The bend was in the wrong place. What happens is it was touching the exhaust, and I didn't feel like getting my exhaust modified, so I just opted out to buy new bushings, and I'll try to sell the old track bar. Now, if you've never had your track bar out ever and you're doing this job, you're probably going to have a lot of issues because those bolts are going to be fucking rusted and seized in there, so you may end up having to cut them off and get new ones. Anyways, the method I used where I shaved kind of like a small point in the bolt about a little bit longer for that purpose, and then stabbed her through with the impact guns. World of difference between fighting with it and cursing and swearing and kicking the dog and punching the wife and fucking, only thing that's gonna calm me down is fucking beer. But anyways, that job is done. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and check out my channel for other Jeep videos.